The chilling touch. It's not a threat, it's a consummation. Freya's crimson eyes, now mirroring the countless obsidian orbs that were once her soul, widen in a silent scream. She hasn't saved anything. She has become the ultimate sacrifice. The first to be devoured by the very nightmare she dared to unleash. He laughs, a sound that echoes not from his throat, but from the very fabric of the void itself. The game, his amusement drips like poison ichor, has begun. For a new, terrifying player. The skeletal hand, its colossal digits now infused with the collective hunger of 1,000 awakened eyes, tightens its grip. Freya's essence, twisted and corrupted, is the fuel for this primordial engine of oblivion. The nascent worlds, born from the Crimson Gateway, tremble. Their fragile light flickers, threatened by a darkness far older, far more absolute than anything he could ever orchestrate. This is not a battle for dominance, it is a battle for existence itself. The true Umbra Primordial has awakened, and Freya is its first victim. More than that, she is its instrument. The obsidian eyes, her eyes, bore into her fading consciousness, a constant reminder of her transformation. The hunger is overwhelming, a primal urge to consume, to erase, to return everything to the silent, perfect emptiness from which it all sprang. She feels the crimson energy within her warring with this new, insatiable void. It's a futile struggle. The skeletal hand pulls, not with brute force, but with an inexorable, cosmic gravity. It's drawing her essence, her being, into the void's maw. The ancient entity, the one who hinted at restoration, watches from afar, its crimson gateway now a gaping wound in reality, spewing forth a chilling wind that carries the whispers of dying stars. It cannot intervene. This is Freya's destiny, a consequence of her defiance. He observes, his amusement growing with each passing second. He sees not a victim, but a prize. Freya, the Nexus, the conduit, the sacrifice. Her sacrifice was meant to be a shield, a defiance. Instead, it has become the very key that unlocked this ancient terror. The obsidian eyes, now fully distinct, begin to pulse with a malevolent light. They are no longer merely reflecting the void, they are becoming it. The skeletal hand continues its relentless pull, drawing her closer to the abyss. She can feel the remnants of her will fighting, a desperate ember against an inferno. But the hunger is too strong. It's not just her hunger, it's the hunger of the universe, the hunger for stillness, for oblivion. The crimson energy that once pulsed with life and defiance is now being choked, suffocated by the encroaching darkness. The nascent worlds are being forgotten, their cries for help lost in the roaring silence of the void. The skeletal hand reaches the core of her being, and with a final, agonizing wrench, it tears her essence asunder. Freya, as she was, ceases to exist. In her place, a conduit for pure, unadulterated consumption. The obsidian eyes, now a legion, turn their unified gaze upon the trembling nascent worlds. A chilling, resonant hum emanates from them, a song of annihilation. He nods, a gesture of satisfaction. The game has indeed changed. The Umbra Primordial, once a distant threat, is now a tangible, ravenous entity, and Freya, or what remains of her, is its vanguard. The skeletal hand, now a living extension of the void, begins to move. Not towards Freya, for she is it, but towards the nascent worlds. The ancient entity, the harbinger of renewal, recoils, its crimson gateway shuddering. It knows this is a primordial force beyond its comprehension. It knows that the dream of a new dawn has been shattered before it could even begin. The obsidian eyes, now flickering with a terrifying sentience, fix on the largest of the nascent worlds. A single, obsidian tear falls from one of them, not of sorrow, but of anticipation. The skeletal hand, guided by this ancient hunger, descends. The screams of the nascent worlds begin, a symphony of terror that drowns out the laughter of he. The game is no longer about manipulation, it's about the primal, unyielding force of consumption. And Freya, the unwilling sacrifice, is the very embodiment of that force. The darkness is absolute. The nascent worlds are not just threatened, they are already being consumed. The obsidian eyes, Freya's eyes, watch with detached, ancient glee as reality itself begins to unravel. The skeletal hand is not just an appendage, it is the instrument of an ancient, cosmic hunger. And it is unstoppable. As the first nascent world dissolves into nothingness, a single, faint crimson spark flickers within the vastness of the void, a ghost of the defiance that once was. But it is quickly extinguished. The game is over. The Umbra Primordial has won. Or has it? The ancient entity from the Crimson Gateway, its form shrouded in cosmic dust, lets out a low, guttural growl. A new choice emerges from the chaos. A choice that was not foreseen. A choice for the ancient entity itself.